The Mega Backdoor Roth strategy, is it a good strategy for you? Well, I'll share the 3 conditions that must be met for this to make sense for you. We've got that and more coming up. My name is Mike Bernard. I'm the host of the Wise Money Show. I'm also one of the certified financial planners right here at Korhorn Financial Group. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and smash that thumbs up button. Knowing when to implement an idea is just as important as knowing, well, how does it work to begin with? And the Mega Backdoor Roth strategy, it sounds so exciting. I actually see a lot of people saying, well, should I consider that? When in fact, they don't meet one of the vital conditions that would be necessary to say, oh yeah, this is the time to consider that sort of strategy. It sounds interesting. It sounds like, oh, I must be doing something great. And yet you need to make sure that it makes sense for your situation. This is one of the one of the tax planning strategies that sort of infuses your present financial position with your tax planning, with your investment strategy, with your retirement plan. Again, there's 6 areas to everyone's financial life. You want to bring synergy to as many of those as possible, and the Mega Backdoor Roth certainly can, as long as the conditions are right. So what are they? Well, it's a blend of 3 conditions, okay? And the first one is that you need to have a 401k through your employer that offers after-tax contributions. I'll explain that more in a second. Second, you need to have high income, and high is a relative term, but I'll explain a little bit more about that here in just a second. And then third, you need to have a high capacity for saving, right? Even if you have high income, but you're not in a position where you can save a lot or really want to save a lot for retirement, it's not going to be a great fit for you. All right, so first condition is you need to have a 401k through your employer, and they need to allow after-tax contributions. And you might say, well, yeah, many of them do. They're called Roth. No. There's actually 3 different tax types of ways of contributing to your 401k. And it's sort of, there's more than that, but 3 for you as an employee. And the first is pre-tax, of course, the traditional way of contributing to your 401k. For pre-tax, you get a tax deduction on your contribution. Got that. Your pre-tax contributions, they then are inside your 401k. They're invested, all of the interest, dividends, capital gains, it's all sheltered from tax. And then on those pre-tax dollars, after age 59 and a half, when you retire, you pull those dollars out in both the amount you contributed and the growth you've got to pay tax on. So it's pre-tax in, taxable on the way out. That's one. Roth is the second way. Roth is an after-tax contribution, so you don't get a benefit on your contribution when you do that. All of that investment activity is sheltered from tax as well. But then after age 59 and a half, and as long as you've held the account for 5 years, you withdraw, the growth comes out tax-free, okay? And because your contribution, you never deducted, your contribution comes out where you don't have to pay tax on it as well. So after tax in, tax-free out. That's the second way. The third way to get money into your 401k, if your plan allows, is after tax, okay? It's after tax, not to be confused with Roth. And the contributions, the after-tax contributions to your 401k, not deductible on your tax return. That's self-obvious, self-evident. All the investment activity is all sheltered from tax as well. But then when you withdraw the dollars, the after-tax source, because your contributions were never deducted, you can pull that out without paying any tax. But all the growth, all the investment growth on your after-tax sources will come out taxable to you, okay? So that's the difference between after-tax and Roth. So condition number 1 to consider the Mega Backdoor Roth is that your 401k plan allows for these after-tax contributions. Many do, but not all of them. And you need to work either with your HR provider, hopefully you've got a great team, retirement plans team that's helping your employees have success with the 401k. Check your summary plan description, but find out if you can do these after-tax contributions, because the big idea, how the Mega Backdoor Roth works, is you are contributing after tax above and beyond your pre-tax or 401k limits, and then you convert that after-tax money, instead of it having to grow a lot right there inside the 401k after tax and in the future have you pay tax on it, you convert that money, that after-tax money, to the Roth side of your 401k or to your Roth IRA so that it grows tax-free from there. So that's condition number one. Condition number two, you need to have high income, okay? And why is this important? Well, oftentimes, if you are considering the Mega Backdoor Roth strategy, it's because you earn too much to be able to contribute to a Roth IRA directly. Not always. You might be in a position where you want to continue to fund above and beyond the Roth IRA, but again, in this situation where you're considering the Mega Backdoor Roth, you've already contributed the maximum amount to your 401k, either pre-tax or Roth. The after-tax portion is above and beyond that pre-tax or Roth limit. And then if your income is below the thresholds where you can you can still fund a Roth IRA directly, then you're doing that instead of a Mega Backdoor Roth, most likely. In 2025, that income limit for single filer, your income needs to be below $150,000 in order to contribute to a Roth IRA directly. Married filing jointly, below $236,000. And by the way, that's adjusted gross income, modified adjusted gross income. So that's not only your wages, but spouse's wages, interest, dividends, capital gains, all that sort of stuff. So kind of second condition to consider the Mega Backdoor Roth. Not absolutely necessary like the first one, but typically you're going to have high income, meaning you can't just contribute to a Roth IRA directly. And then the third condition is you have a high capacity to save. If your 401k allows for after-tax contributions, if you have high income, but you're in a season of life where you're spending a lot of that, and again, you're not maxing out your Roth 401k contribution limit, then the Mega Backdoor Roth, and this is a question we get from time to time, the Mega Backdoor Roth doesn't make sense. Just contribute as much as you can to the Roth 401k or to the traditional pre-tax 401k. And if that covers up and sort of satisfies your capacity to save, then great. The Mega Backdoor Roth isn't a strategy for you. But if your 401k allows for after-tax contributions, you have contributed the maximum amount, whether that's $23,500 for all of us to pre-tax or Roth to Roth 401k, or if you're age 50 or older, you can do another $7,500. This year, if you're age 60, 61, 62, or 63, instead of $7,500, you can do an additional $11,250. If you've maxed all of that, and you've maybe already contributed backdoor Roth, or you cannot contribute directly to a Roth IRA, and you're looking and saying, I've got more I want to save. I've got more I'm able to save, more I want to save tax sheltered for my retirement future, for my financial goals, then that's where you consider that Mega Backdoor Roth, contributing after tax above and beyond those pre-tax limits to your 401k, and then working with your CFP to either convert those dollars, those after-tax dollars, into the Roth side, and in-plan conversions, what they call it, to the Roth side of your 401k, if your plan allows, or actually rolling those dollars out, converting them out to a Roth IRA, if your plan allows, to give you a little bit more investment flexibility and flexibility from there. So that's not a deep dive into how the Mega Backdoor Roth IRA works. If you're looking for that information as well, we've got content explaining that. But this is more, okay, well, when does it make sense? When would it make sense? And those are three conditions to help you know. This strategy is advanced enough that you want to be working with a certified financial planner. Again, it touches 4, if not 5, maybe even all 6 areas of your financial life. So before you say, yeah, this is something I should do, and I know exactly how I'm going to pull it off, work with your certified financial planner. Make sure that it makes sense for you and have the right approach. If you don't have a CFP on your team, you can contact one on my team. Find us online, Korhorn.com. That's Korhorn with K, wisemoneyshow.com. You can find us there as well. Or give us a call, 574-247-5898. All right, there you have it. Go out and take your next wise step in your financial life.